Good morning, everybody. This is our book for today, book number 44. I know Clara and Gwen just recently asked Grandpa to tell them a story about when he was in Minnesota as a little boy and met a bear while berry picking, and I found my copy of Blueberries for Sale by Robert McCoskey, who is the author and the illustrator. He has a lot of books. Some of my favorite, this one, and in a little while I'll read his Make Way for Ducklings book. Blueberries for Sal. Sal is short for Sally. You can tell this is set from a little while ago. They are canning, which is a way to save things that are fresh right now and keep them for later in the winter. Blueberries for sale. One day, little Sal went with her mother to Blueberry Hill to pick blueberries. Little Sal brought along her small tin pail, and her mother brought her large tin pail to put berries in. "We will take our berries home and can them," said her mother. "Then we will have food for the winter." Little Sal picked 3 berries and dropped them in her little tin pail. Ker-plink, ker-plank, ker-plunk. She picked 3 more berries and ate them. Then she picked more berries and dropped one in the pail. Ker-plunk! And the rest she ate. Then little Sal ate all 4 blueberries out of her pail. Fresh blueberries are so good. Her mother walked slowly through the bushes, picking blueberries as she went and putting them in her pail. Little Sal struggled along behind, picking blueberries and eating every single one. Little Sal hurried ahead and dropped a blueberry in her mother's pail. It didn't sound kerplunk because the bottom of the pail was already covered with berries. She reached down to get her berry back. Though she really didn't mean to, she pulled out a large handful because there were so many blueberries right up close to the one she had put in. Her mother stopped picking and said, "Now, Sal, you run along and pick your own berries. Mother wants to take her berries home and can them for next winter." Her mother went back to picking, but little Sal, because her feet were tired of standing and walking, sat down in the middle of a large clump of bushes and ate blueberries. Uh-oh. On the other side of Blueberry Hill, Little Bear came with his mother to eat blueberries. "Little Bear," she said, "eat lots of berries and grow big and fat. We must store up food for the long, cold winter." Little Bear followed behind his mother as she walked slowly through the bushes eating berries. Little Bear stopped now and then to eat berries. Then he had to hustle to catch up. Because his feet were tired of hustling, he picked out a large clump of bushes and sat right down in the middle and ate blueberries. Over on the other side of the hill, little Sal ate all the berries she could reach from where she was sitting, and she started out to find her mother. She heard a noise from us round a rock and thought, that is where my mother is walking. But it was a mother crow and her children, and they stopped eating berries and flew away and sang, caw, caw, caw. Then she heard another noise in the bushes and thought, that is surely my mother, and I will go that way. But it was Little Bear's mother instead, and she was tramping along eating berries and thinking about storing up food for winter. Little Sal tramped right along behind. By this time, Little Bear had eaten all the berries he could reach without moving from his clump of bushes, and then he hustled off to catch up with his mother. He hunted and hunted, but his mother was nowhere to be seen. He heard a noise from over a stump and thought, that is my mother walking along. But it was a mother partridge and her children. They stopped eating berries and hurried away. Then he heard a noise in the bushes and thought, that is surely my mother. I will hustle this way. But it was Little Sal's mother instead. She was walking along picking berries and thinking about canning them for next winter. Little Bear hustled right along with her. Little Bear and Little Sal's mother and Little Sal and Little Bear's mother were all mixed up with each other among the blueberries on Blueberry Hill. Little Bear's mother heard Little Sal walking along behind her and thought it was Little Bear, and she said, "Whoop, whoop, 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 whoop. Eat all you can possibly hold." Little Sal said nothing. She picked 3 berries and dropped them, kerplink, kerplink, kerplunk, in her small pail. Do little bears go kerplink, kerplink, kerplunk? Look at the mother bear's face. She's got the oh no face on. Little Bear's mother turned around to see what on earth could make a noise like kerplunk. "Whoa!" she cried, choking on a mouthful of berries. "This is not my child. Where was Little Bear?" She took one good look and backed away. She was old enough to be shy of people, even a very small person like Little Sal. Then she turned around and walked off very fast to hunt for Little Bear. Little Sal's mother heard Little Bear tramping along behind her and thought it was Little Sal. She kept right on picking and thinking about canning berries for next winter. Little Bear padded up and peeked into her pail. Of course, he only wanted to taste a few of what was inside, but there were so many and they were so close together, and he tasted a tremendous mouthful by mistake. Now, Sal, said little bear Sal's mother without turning around. You run along and pick your own berries. Mother wants to can these for next winter. Little bear tasted another tremendous mouthful and almost spilled the entire pail of blueberries. Little Sal's mother's making the oh no face too. Little Sal's mother turned around and gasped, My goodness, you're not little Sal. Where is my child? Little bear just sat munching and swallowing, licking his lips. Little Sal's mother slowly backed away. She was old enough to be shy of bears, even a very small bear like Little Bear, and she turned and walked away quickly to look for little Sal. She hadn't gone very far before she heard a ka-plink, ker-plank, ker-plunk, and she knew just what made that kind of sound. Little Bear's mother had not hunted very long before she heard a hustling sound that stopped now and then to munch and swallow, and she knew what made that kind of noise. Little Bear and his mother went home down one side of the blueberry hill, eating berries all the way and full of food stored up for next winter. Little Sal and her mother went down the other side of Blueberry Hill, picking berries all the way, and drove home with food canned for next winter. A whole pail of blueberries and 3 more beside. Blueberries for Sal.